Okay, yesterday we tied all three box patterns together in one continuous pattern, like you see in Figure 1. Now, you might be thinking, what are these notes from? Well, all these notes are found in the pentatonic minor scale. And if you look at Figure 2, this is the traditional pentatonic pattern that everybody learns. You'll recognize in the middle of it that intermediate box, and at the high E and the high E and the B string and the low E string, you'll see a little differences there. But here is in Figure 2 the traditional pentatonic minor pattern. And it's great, there's nothing wrong with it, but the box patterns that I have shown you has that pattern too. It's just we're adding a little extra stuff up here and below it. Just, I guess you can look at it that way. The main difference is Figure 3 is we're adding that 8th fret there and the 5th fret on high E and B string. But it all ties in together. There's nothing wrong with using any of these other pentatonic notes because, actually that's a good thing. In Figure 4, you'll see here's kind of a little lick that ties that pentatonic pattern in with that Albert King box. Now in Figure 5, we're going to bend on the 8th fret of the B string. We're on that pentatonic pattern that I just showed you. Now that's a very popular bend. Again, that's in the Albert King box, and I already told you we're going to bend the notes in the Albert King box a lot. The reason that this note is bent so much is because when you bend it up like that, you're actually playing an A. So there's the A note. Now if we play it without bending it, it's not an A, it's G. But if we bend it up, it becomes an A, and therefore it's the tonic, and therefore it sounds really good when you're playing in the right key. So here's that Figure 5 lick again. Now here's a Figure 6 is another lick you can do that uses those notes found in the pentatonic minor pattern, but also compromises notes in the Albert King box. Let's see that one more time. Now, I would stick around with the Albert King box, the intermediate box, and the beginner box. And these extra notes, or this pentatonic pattern, I would just kind of play it separately as kind of two different ideas. It's the same notes, we're just adding a little bit here and there. So don't let it confuse you, but just know that that's there. And tomorrow we're going to kind of do an entire wrap-up of everything we have learned, and then after the day after that, we're going to do our first jam along. So we'll see you then.